All right. I've been tinkering. Let's see what the status is of things around here. Okay, so those lights are on. That's on. Yeah, I'm frustrated with my controls. I got SPAD, which helps me with my panels, and it seems to be working. So it's working, but kind of. It's and it's exposed more bugs. But I've got more things to think about than just this. I mean, some of this stuff isn't that interesting, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I've got some things working. Pitot heat is working, I think. Yep, it is. Inertial separator is not. Icing is working. Um, Throttle's not working real great. Flaps are working. Gear is working. Let me try this. I mean, can you actually believe that? Heading and nav are both on at the same time. I don't know. Now if I turn nav on, if I click heading, nav should go off. But no, it doesn't. Alright, so whatever. Alright, and toga is working, right? Except it doesn't say toga. And where did the flight director go? It's up there somewhere. I think they need to crunch this down. They definitely need to crunch these down. This should be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 instead of 500-foot increments. Different airplanes are different. You set them differently. And there are people working on these things, and they found workarounds. But there's also a report that Asobo is giving priority to working on the G1000 and the G3000, which would be hugely welcome. And I'm not exactly sure. Well, it's just going to take me some getting used to it. That's all. It's just going to take me some getting used to. So if I go back. Okay, so that's there. And then I can go MFD. And yeah, they need to. What's going on with the mouse now? Is this the sim or is it my friggin' mouse? Um, that works. Thank goodness. Um, so yeah. So I'm in Tokyo, and I said something about flying in Tokyo a little bit. Somebody mentioned something about the landing or the approach into Haneda is harrowing, and I don't see why. And I'm trying to imagine why. But Haneda is not near anything, right? I mean, there's some mountains over there. Let's go outside. Oh, can't use that key. External. Yep. I mean, looks cool, like the cranes. But I wanted to try this more for the frame rate than anything because you know that's the challenge here. And right now, sitting on the ground, it looks like I've got 30 on the money. So I got this thing working a little bit. So maybe I'll be flying it more. I don't know. It just depends on how many bugs it has. We'll see. So let's take off. I mean, the amount of hey Lucas, the amount of houses um, and buildings in Tokyo is mind-boggling. I mean, I've been here 2 times where I've been in the city, and I've been here a few times other than that. I've been in Japan probably 4 or 5 times, and never for long. Uh, 3 or 4 days. TBM, yes. I was just saying that I downloaded SPAD today. They've got a free trial for 14 days, and I figured I would see if I could get things working, and I have some things working. So I'm not going to say I've got a lot working, but some of it. So I've got my gear handle and my flap handle and a few autopilot commands and some light commands. Uh, and you know, it's enough for right now. There's some that I don't have working, and I'll just have to deal with them. That's all for now. It's partly because I think it's largely an Asobo issue. It's really you're scraping all over the place trying to find what um, what values to set. So maybe I'll try this again. Let's turn this back on. See if it comes on. Should have a alert here. Oh, there it is. Inertial separator's on. Okay. Lots of little bugs that if they just took the time, they could fix these things. You downloaded what? Sorry, couldn't understand. It's called SPAD. It's here. I'll show it to you real quick. It's for people that have SciTech panels. So here's SPAD, and here's one of my panels. I've got all three of these. Bought them over a period of years. Let's say yes, and use this. Okay, and so I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to configure that. But yeah, you can change things. You can go in here and you can assign a button. You click that, and then you come over here and add events so you can see nav lights on and off. I've used this in the past. It's okay. It's the support for X-Plane is kind of weak to me, and I could go into that, but I'm not going to right now. It it's it's a light tool for doing things that you can't do in any other way. And my hope and simple prayer is that they get better hardware support. SciTech panels are made by Logitech now, and they should be supporting them. And I know other people are making hardware, and just this whatever. If I have to buy new panels eventually, I'll have to do it like I bought these. I bought these over a period of years. It took a while for me to get these, but they're very much appreciated. As hard as they've been to modify, it's not working properly with simulator itself. Things to expect. And the bugs. I was looking at this one. Look at this. You click nav. Nav is on. Got nothing configured. No flight plan or anything. Because, why bother? And then you click heading. And now they're both on. I was like, what? So I don't know. I wonder if I clicked approach if that would go on too. Nope. Look at that. It's one or the other. And I wonder what would happen if you clicked approach. Would nav stay on until you were on the approach? And the commands for controlling these are very weak right now. There may be another way to do it that I don't know about. But I'll get some more of those configured. The good thing about this panel and the wonderful thing about this panel is it's right up here, and it's the same in their King Air, which I have avoided so far. Hey Shivam. Yeah, I've avoided King Air. I don't know, little things that I've read. I should try it just so I can complain. So I just wanted to go up and see how they did with Tokyo. If I can stop clicking. I wanted to see if they came close, and this may kill my frame rates. And if I'll let you guys know if I'm stuttering. You guys let me know if you see stuttering over there, and we will we'll sort of try to figure it out. But right now, I'm sure my frame rate will go in the gutter because I did a short flight trying out my gear handle and my flaps, and I was looking down going, whoa. So yes, yeah, if the G1000, it's, but as I said earlier, someone mentioned that Asobo wants to put getting the G1000 right a priority, and there are people making enhancements to it, like off-book enhancements. And like I mentioned earlier, or on another stream, apparently this whole thing, these panels are all written in HTML with JavaScript. So they're just going in and they're hacking JavaScript and creating HTML and manipulating with JavaScript. And I just wonder how far they can go with that. It may be Asobo has to step in because how are they going to get heading up to work? They're going to have to rotate a bitmap. And it's not bad. I would have never guessed that this was done that way, but just so long as it's modifiable. And the point that the guy made that said he's doing this, and by the way, he doesn't even know HTML. He said, this is a whole lot easier than doing it the old way. Which really, my eyes popped out of my head. And I thought, well, yeah, it would be. As long as they had the data. Because manipulating this, making a map, and putting it in the right place, putting the airplane on there, putting all this stuff, making it efficient, and the same over here. The old way scares me. The JavaScript, not Java, JavaScript. There's two different things. I don't know why they're called. I don't know. They're both programming languages. One's very light. JavaScript is a very light, very. It's a little bit of a dangerous language. It's not a language that I would have picked, but if you're doing HTML, then JavaScript is the way to go. So if I recall, the city is over to our left. All right, there's 85. I like the way this thing flies, by the way. Complain all I want. I do like the way this airplane flies. It feels very much like a well-flying airplane. All right, we're at 120, so flaps up, yaw damper. Look at that. It's all done with controls. It's beautiful. But that needs fixing. All right. So, yeah, I'm... okay, changing frequency in this thing is... click here and swap. So he doesn't bother us. Okay, so what's my frame rate is 21 to 26 right here. I'm going to go up to 2,500 feet. And you guys are going to hopefully see a whole lot of buildings. And if my stream can handle this, I will not worry about any place. And by the way, after this, I want to fly someplace else. You guys pick. I've got a whole bunch of ideas. There's 2,500 right there. I like the way this plane handles. It's Alt, and it worked. All right. And put the heading bug on. Good, that worked. It flies well. I should, I'm enjoying flying this, but of course I'm obviously. See, they need to tighten this up. This thing goes off. Um, you lose the flight director too easily. This should be instead of 5 degrees, this should be 10 degrees, and then or something. Let's put the autopilot on, see if it works. Look at those buildings. They'll just fly around here looking at the buildings. And if I can find where I was, I know. Well, see, it's not that easy. But my hotel was right near a thing that kind of looked like an Eiffel Tower. Planes in this sim speed up quickly. I remember yesterday the hot start took ages to speed up to 150 knots. Yeah, it does. And I don't know which one's right. There's a building like that in Singapore. That's not the same building. So I'm seeing some stutters. I'm getting 17, 13, 17 frames. So if you're seeing stutters, don't worry about the stutters. If you're seeing lagging where it's freezing and that sort of a thing, then let me know about that. But right now it's just it's annoying, but it's okay. So looking forward, I'm getting in the 20s. But here, let's go over here to this side. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it had all of these little buildings, because I remember being here and thinking they go on forever and ever. You're in the city, they're taking you in a taxi someplace, and it just keeps going and going and going. And this isn't a photoreal city. Dear Lord, I wonder what that would be like. But I just wanted to see if the immensity was there. And I know that there's a X-Plane add-on for Tokyo, which I could get so we could compare. I don't think it's expensive. Good. I'm very glad. If we can handle this, we could go anywhere. So I got some ideas. We could go to Greece. We could go to New Zealand. Curious about both. Philippines, Brazil. Let's see. So one of you guys is from. Oh, well, the other guy left. That's too bad. I think Shivam left. I can't remember. Where is he from? Can't remember. So since it's not photoreal, they may not even have that tower thing. But I was at the. Oh, my heading came off. Or maybe I didn't click it. I was at the Marriott, someplace in Tokyo. I don't know where. Yeah, and they've even got clouds here, so this is as bad as it's going to get. The the country in South America. That's right, it's in South America. I keep forgetting that. Not South Africa. But I have to say that looks good. It does look believable. I mean, really. But photoreal Tokyo would number one be amazing and number two be a challenge. But look at this density of houses right here and right here. That's just and I think we're on the fringe of Tokyo here. So we'll go back over towards the coast. But I like the way the land looks. That looks remarkable. Rice paddies. I assume most of them are rice paddies. I lived in Korea for a year, and every square inch just about was a rice paddy. They grew other things too, but like where I was, almost all of it was rice paddies. So I'll have to go to Korea sometime see how much different it looks. Hard to believe. It's been that long since I've been to Korea. But wow, this is like an experience. I mean, I really enjoy this. Well, the thing is, I mean, since I do have well, actually, I've got my slider out a little further. Um, I don't have it all the way up for the distance for the buildings, but I mean, this is as far. I mean, there's some buildings over here, but really the density starts right there. And I'll just tool around here a little bit. That was at Yokota, which is I think north of here. And like I said, I've been in the country really substantially twice, and I've been in and out of the country just on from airport to airport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other times, I think. Roughly. I don't remember. I was Yokota twice, at least twice. And that doesn't count Okinawa. Okinawa was 7, 8. It's remarkable. I mean, people talk about the how polite the people are. They really are, and it's just really experiencing them and their culture. Yeah, this is a beautiful 2,500-foot flight. See what it looks like straight ahead. Some 22, 28 frames. That's amazing that I can even pull that off. There's a golf course. Holy crap. I don't want to make much of a turn here. I'm going to go south, south here a little ways. How I knew it was south, I have no idea. And see. I mean, the houses here are so packed together. It's just when you're there, if you want to see a great movie, to me, about what it's like to be in Japan for an American, and probably for you too if you're not Japanese or Oriental, is what's it one by Sophia? Um, I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Um, the director's name is Sophia something. I haven't seen it in a while, and I've got it mixed up in my head with another movie. But Bill Murray's in it, and you can tell he's completely disoriented. Hardly anybody speaks English. Um, it's a big modern city with so many people, and he's just completely disoriented. He can't talk to hardly any of them, and it's really what you feel like when you're there. You go to Hong Kong, everybody speaks English, and they speak it really well. And I would on the 2 trips I really stayed in Japan. I I'd been to Hong Kong for like 3 or 4 days, and then I went to Tokyo for a few days. So you go from a warm place where everybody speaks English to a fairly chilly place where nobody speaks English, but they're all so nice. Not just nice either. That doesn't capture what they are. but not completely. I mean, it's a version of Nice that has uh, other qualities. Okay, so maybe we're getting close to the outskirts here. You can see some land. Someday I hope they do a photoreal Tokyo, but God help our poor CPUs, GPUs. Remarkable, just beautiful. So the autopilot seems to be happy. Let's see how far. Yeah, the speed's realistic. It may speed up fast, and that may be realistic, but the and this kind of works. Like, if I put in Narita, I don't know where Narita is. Well, we can come back and see Narita. I was there twice. Stayed at that airport for like 10 hours waiting for a flight each time. Yawning just like I just did. Maybe I'm projecting backwards in time. Baseball diamonds. So yeah. So if I saw where that Eiffel Tower looking thing was, it's like a TV antenna or something. Um, I would I would know where my hotel was. It was right. It was like a mile, less than a mile, thereabouts. It's real pretty. It's lit up in gold. Now my frame rate's getting hit pretty bad. Yeah, honestly I like the way this plane flies better, and dare I say it, I like the way it flies better than the hot start. I find it more believable, and I can't explain why. I've never flown a TBM, I can't say, but it feels more like airplanes that I've flown fly, if that is any indication there, if that means anything. But the hot start guys have this TBM and they're doing comparisons. Oh wait, what is that over there? I believe that the if I recall, the hotel wasn't that awfully far from Narita. So if I found Narita, that might give me another clue. Or I could just look at a frickin' map, right? Okay, so this is looking like downtown. And it does look like they've got some buildings here, some structures that are custom made. That might be it right there. But that looks bigger, to be honest. We'll do a circle. Yeah, if I turn my settings down here a little bit, we do better. I'll just do a circle around this. We'll go someplace else. Because we can. It's possible. But it's not right, I don't think. Well, wait. All right. Pause. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm glad I did this. Ooh, what did I do? You overstress the aircraft and in pause, I overstress the aircraft. Um, I was paused and I overstressed the airplane. We'll take a look at this thing at night. Gotta do that, just like we did in Rio, right? It's Rio de Janeiro, isn't it? Rio de Janeiro. So where you want to go to next, Lucas? Okay. Yeah, let's take a look outside first. And I don't have the mod for the TBM that dims the screens at night, so we're gonna have to suffer. And I wish I could figure out how to shut ATC off. Oh, I didn't want to go there yet. I want to go here first. Ooh, what did I do? I don't know what that does. Drone focus. Um, this is probably the best way to fly into Tokyo without photoreal. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the structure right there. And if it was the structure I was talking about, and they did it right, it would be all lit up in gold. And perhaps one of these is Narita. Hard to know. So I don't think we're going to see it, but yeah, let's go up a little bit more. See how big and sprawling Tokyo is. Massive city. Just beautiful. We could go to Germany, we could go to Greece, we could go to northern France. We could go to the south coast of England. We could go the U.S. Northeast. We could go to Seattle, that area. Like the city may extend on out that way. Yeah, so I don't know. If like I said, I could get a map, and I'll wait till they have a. I'm not going to be critical until they do a photoreal, and then I don't know how critical I'll be then either. I'll just be grateful, I think. We could go to some photoreal city. I think, is Berlin photoreal? Or, or just fly around a country, fly around some mountains. That would be New Zealand, right? Or Switzerland. Where have you been in your life? Where have you been, Lucas? You've been to a lot of places. I mean, for me, the only places I've been to Guam, the Philippines briefly, Hawaii, Japan several times, Hong Kong twice, Korea for a year, London. No place else in Europe. That's the only place I've ever been is London. Should have like taken 3 or 4 days and just seen the city. Yeah, it is. Let's see, what time of day is this? Oops. Yeah, to tell you. Bournemouth is Where is that? Bournemouth. M-A... M-A-T-B? I went there in an exchange 4 years ago. Alright, let's go to Bournemouth. Because we can. My frame rate up here, by the way, is 33. Alright, so I think it's frozen here for a second. England, okay. I think it's frozen. It's done this to me before. There it goes. Alright, and now should we pick a different airplane too? So let's go to the main menu. Because the TBM is, I mean, I can slow it down some, but not that much. So maybe we should switch back to the 208. Okay, so let's go here. SR22. Alright, I'll do the SR22. If I can find it. There's the DV22. What's the difference between the DV22 and the SR22? They definitely look different. Where's the diamond? Alright, yeah. I kind of like this plane. Alright, and then we will set this to around noon. And I know MATB doesn't like it when you cut and paste. Okay. Born EGHH. Oh, okay. So let's see what's nearby. Southampton. So we'll take off from Bournemouth and head over to Southampton because I wanted to see Southampton yesterday. And then what do we got over here? Brighton. There's Gatwick. There's also Shoreham down here someplace. There it is. So go over here. And then over here, where is Cosford? Yeah, that's okay. What were you doing in Bournemouth, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that movie's called Lost in Translation. I was having deja vu all through it. Southampton is photoreal, okay. Oh. God, look at that. Look at the size of that control tower. Gotta be kidding me. Alright. Nope, 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 don't do that. Let's see, what do we have down here? We have a mixture. Okay, that works. Got that, that works. I don't remember what I set up and how. Okay, so that looks good. Everything looks okay. 25, 27 frames. I may cut back my settings a little bit. In fact, why don't I do that? I mean, I'm getting almost 30, but geez. You know, all it is trees around here mostly. There's no good reason for it to be down below 30. Let's cut this back to 100. And I don't know what depth of field does. I've heard this is a waste texture super sampling. Okay, so there's 38 right there. Wow, that's a big change. All right, so we're heading west. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go about 040. So why don't I just set my heading to 040 here, just to make it easy. And altitude, where's the altitude knob? No tengo un altitude knob. There it is. I'll go 2000. There's a beautiful pier down there. Which direction? Where's the pier? That's a monstrous tower. They need to, I mean, it's a nice looking tower, but they need a GA tower that they can put at these, a few GA towers. All right, you guide me through Bing Maps. See how we do. All right, so park and brake, I'm sure. Always have it set. I'll just pull into the runway and set the park and brake. That's the smart thing to do. I like having those switches right there in front of me. Caution. Pitot heat is off. There, now it's on. Frame rate sucks again. Take off, then left turn about 40 degrees and then straight ahead. Alright, so left turn. Wow. That's beautiful. See here, my flaps up. Oh, well, then there's that. So I'll tell you what, I'll fly back over the airport and we'll go 40 degrees. I'll just parallel the runway here for a moment. But you can follow the coastline to the right and you will see. All right, I'll just head over to the coast then. About this way. There's 2,000. It's hard for me to sightsee and pilot at the same time and be accurate at all. So let's sync up the heading and heading AP alt. Okay, I can see a pier right there, not very long, not very, so I don't know if that's it or not. He's gonna annoy me. No, no. There. Isn't Tokyo a bit out of your range? Yes, it is. And but you missed that part. You'll have to go. You'll have to scroll back there, Gene. Um, Now we're in Bournemouth. Um, Lucas has been to Bournemouth, so he wanted to see what it looked like. I'm looking for places that people have been so we can see how good this sucker is. Or just enjoy someplace we haven't been before. So yeah, there's a pier right there. Let's see if I do a turn. I'm getting a bit. Yes, good. Now it's on my left. Oh, over there. Should I turn around? Yeah, the TBM. Yeah, it's doing okay. Let's see. Am I in heading mode? I am in heading mode, but my bug's over here. Why is it just sort of farting around? I'll turn around. Oh yeah, that's what it was doing. Here, I'll go over there real quick. And then we'll head up to Southampton. You said it's on my right. It's on my right. There's a pier. Is it like a land pier or something? Like, is it on a lake? Maybe that's just the lag because I'm moving the airplane around here. I'll go left. I'll go to where I think it is. Pretty. All right, so let me roll out here, and then we'll go along the coast. And then we'll go over to uh, whatchamacallit. You know, whatchamacallit? I'm thinking Shoreham, and it's not Shoreham. All right, so let me turn. Have to say that windshield effects, you know, I don't know about the, I'll have to fly into some rain and see what the rain looks like. The look of the plexig or the glass looks beautiful. Even on low settings, it's beautiful. All right, so here we are. I wouldn't imagine people would be doing a lot of swimming in this water. I think that's it. Or no, that's it. I do not know what's going on right here. So let's go heading 040 and let's head to Southampton. And I don't know what the identifier is for Southampton. Oh. If I can even find Southampton. There it is, EGHI. Alright, we'll give this a try. Direct. And if I recall, this is Borked E. Yep, it is. The good news is if they do get busy fixing this thing, they'll fix it for all the planes. Southampton. Enter. And let's go nav. Well, nope. That's a big nope. See, there's another bug. If you switch this mode, this should turn off. Notice how trusting I'm being, letting it actually fly the plane. Yes, it is the first. There's a big circular building before, but the pier is synced. Yep. Pretty, huh? I need to get an X-plane and do some flying in England too. I've got Orbix, a lot of Orbix there. I've got all three regions. But it won't look that good. I remember when England, South England came out, Brits got on YouTube and they were nitpicking the crap out of it, you know. And so you had a good sense for how good I'm being chased by an angry panda. That's going to need a little explanation. What is up with that propeller? Okay. Let's see. Let's put icing on. Maybe. Put it on max for a minute. Oh, max doesn't work. Max needs to get a job instead of farting around. And the guy behind me is called Angry Panda. From Denver to Vegas, huh? What are you flying in, Gene? By the way, do you have Fly Tampa Vegas? Or are you in FS 2020? Hope someday we just start calling it FS, because I'm getting really tired of saying FS 2020. That's beautiful. That looks real. TBM in 2020. Okay. Be real curious what Vegas looks like, and is it photoreal if in FS 2020? Because in X-Plane, it's on sale right now for I think $13. It's a friggin' steal. Both that and Corfu are for sale for $13. Honestly, I'm really thinking about Corfu. I've always wanted Corfu. I just never could justify spending $30 for a single airport. But 13, wow. Okay, yeah, let me know. So, are we? Nope, we still got a ways to go yet. But this is nice. Look at this. God, my frame rate is in the gutter again. 6, 9, 7. What's going on? 10, 19, 25. Now we're back. So getting back. Wow, see those ships down there? Wow. Wow. better. That range nub doesn't work. Oh, we'll be there in a minute. Look at this. That's amazing. I keep flying in London or in England. I'll have to get those London landmarks. Maybe they'll go on sale. We've got some work to do here. Beautiful. Hardly takes anything to believe that this is, let's see, so I'm gone. Now I better switch to heading mode. And we could just, well, I don't know that we could find Shoreham or not. Well, I guess I could always plug it in. But I mean, those houses down there, they look very convincing. We're just coasting along now. So yeah, not unhappy with SPAD. Let's see. Let's go north a little bit more and then we'll make a turn. Actually, let's do something. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Let's go back. Let's go here. Go here. And let's, oh, how do I change the season? Can I shut that off? Okay, so this is night. Well, let's look at that. They need to fix these lights. They should be blinking. Wow, that looks just flippin' amazing. You know, for the first time, you can actually fly at night. And it looks like it. That's just flipping amazing. Can I adjust the brightness of these things? Comm level, reduce radio. Yeah, there we go. So this is England. Let's head east. find the heading knob button. Um, Hold on. That's not real helpful, you know. I mean, so what? You can see these switches better, and that's. I mean, really? You'd think it'd have a dimmer mode than that, but yeah, I get it. Okay, so they MS has done a remarkable job with this. I see my own house. I haven't flown over my house. I have no desire to. So I mean, I wish we had a. Let's see where we are. All right, so let's do one more thing. Let's go. We are. Why is all this dim? Let's go a few clouds and see if it. Oh, there we go. Let's go October, November, December. Let's go January. And let's go daytime. Looks awfully green for January, if you ask me. Oh, wait, it went back to September. Okay, so it. All right, so let's give it some. I think it's just pausing. This is a big, long pause. Seen it do this before. Aerosol density is 3 meters. I wonder what that means. I wonder if this thing's going to come back. Doesn't say it's frozen. Oh, here we go. So that's nice. You know, they don't cover the whole ground with snow. See that? You know, it's the way the real world is. You know, it's just some spots. All right. And it won't let me go above 3 inches, really? There we go. Centimeters. Soon, England. Soon. What is aerosol density? So I don't know which one looks more like winter. So there's, oh, that's aerosol density. I meant to do the wrong thing. On the snow depth. So we could put like 2 feet of snow on the ground. God, that looks cold. I need to turn my air conditioner up. What's my heater set to? It's 10°C outside. How could I have that much snow? So we're going over Gatwick over here. Right there. Heading that way anyway. That looks good. It's probably a bit green, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. If I go like this, it's awfully green for winter. That should be, you know, much more brown. Still, not complaining. So where to next? Great big world out there. I wonder what Santorini looks like. That's in Greece. But I don't know it. You know, I've never been there, so I do. You know, all I've seen is photos. And there's Germany too. There's an airport. Remarkably believable. So let's go to Berlin. EDDB. Let's go to we'll stay in the SR22. By doing this, then I can avoid switching the tanks, right? I just, instead of switching tanks, I simply let it refill the airplane. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright. Brussels, that'd be nice. Frankfurt. Hamburg. Hanover. Berlin should be up here somewhere. What did I say? EDBB. EDBB. No. Yeah. Let's do this. Berlin. There we go. There's Tegel. Doesn't matter, we're flying an SR-22. So we'll take off 25 left. I believe this is photoreal. Isn't Berlin photoreal? Okay, don't know which way the city is. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, pitot heat. And flaps have a takeoff mode. There they are. 50%. Doesn't say takeoff. We'll just take off without them. So that's not a photoreal airport. Oh, here we go. So I need to bind park and brake too. Usually you have that. I'm going to do something here real quick. Lord, I don't see it anywhere. Maybe north. All right. So any of you guys been to Germany? We're in Berlin. I've never been to Germany, so I don't have any idea if this is close to right. Gene, you been here? How's it look? It's our altitude at 3,000 feet. We'll stick at 3,000. And let's see. Where's alt? Alt. And we'll go heading and we'll go AP. No, no, no. That's not how that's supposed to work, you putz. No. Fuck. Excuse me. See, even with the autopilot disengaged, I'm just cranking on the trim trying to get this thing to behave. So we'll just fly by hand because this is ridiculous. Green, lots of trees, really fast on the Autobahn. Okay. We're just going to fly by hand. I believe this is a photoreal city. I see that needle thingy right there. It looks kind of photoreal. When my daughter comes home, I'll have to show this to her. She studied German. All right, and then I'll head to Santorini just for the grins. That looks extremely good. You on the TBM, there's a panel right here, and there the third button, the third big button down on the right side is COM nav, and then once you get in, then there is a button on the screen that you have to click to set the nav frequency. Did you on the center screen? Did you find the com nav button? It's the third. It's the third button down. It's the bottom big button on the right side. It's to the right of the screen. Three big buttons. Push buttons. So I like Berlin. I think it looks really good. Yep. What is, well, I can go here. All right, so we're going to leave here. So far we've been to Japan, England, Germany, and now we're going to Greece. As I get my act together. This previews really is so much to explore. I get really frustrated with these Santorini. That's it. Fly. I'm really frustrated with these autopilot. They got to fix the autopilot first. Then get fancy with the GNS systems. You're just going to have a million VFR flyers all over the sky. Well, that's what the wait button is for, Gene. Or the wait thing up on the menu up here. Oh. So now, well, I can say this. It looks like the photos I've seen. We'll go up to Mykonos too from here. We'll go around the island and head up to Mykonos. If I can, let me do a couple of things here. First off, I want to do something. Let's do a direct to, see if we can use that keypad. Where's Mykonos? There it is, LGMK. L. This keypad doesn't work at all. All right. Didn't I say LGMK? LGMK. LGMK. There it is. Alright, pitot heat on. Uh, which way do I want to go? I think I want to go around the island on the left side. Depart, turn out to the left. Heading, altitude, let's see, 1500. Oh, see, dense. Alright, so Mykonos, or this is Santorini to Mykonos. That looks really good. That looks really good. It's 102 in South Dakota? Hey, Pat. Alright, let's change the frequency so he doesn't bother me. See if the autopilot's going to behave now. Let's try, I'm going to set 2000. I'm going to put the altitude up. I'll put it right there. And the autopilot on. And heading. Alt is still pitch. Alt. Okay, now it's doing better. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's on. Now I can look. Looks good. Yeah, it's kind of behaving. Always have to put an asterisk by that. Oh, San Diego. It's I thought South Dakota. That would be rare for it to be 102 in South Dakota. How you doing, pilot guy? You getting to fly around in the real world? See how's this island shaped? It's pretty. Let's go left. Wow, that's pretty. Is it picking up or is it still the same? Are they still just giving you little flights here and there? Are they giving you more? Look at that, that's pretty. Not bad for cliffs at all. Interesting how the houses are packed in at the top of this mountain. And the walking trails down. These people are in shape, I bet. Let's go right. Yeah, let me know how it is, Gene. Looks a damn sight better than Hawaii, I'll say that. At least right now it does. Pretty. did that. I don't remember if I flew into the Bahamas in FS 2020 or not. Does it? Wait, you're not using FLC on the way down, are you? Or are you just remembering what it did? We were commenting earlier about how it has more oomph than the hot start. I like the way it flies. I said it earlier in the stream. I like the way the FS 2020 TBM flies. It feels more like some of the airplanes that I've flown, even though they're much smaller. It just has that nice feel to it. Some sort of undescribable feel. Boy, this would be a nice place, huh? It's got a really nice feel. Let's see if I can click this direct to and see if it remembers where I was going direct to. Yes, it does. Enter, and let's click nav. Oops. CDI. So long, Santorini. It's been nice visiting. Lake Mead probably looks pretty empty too. The water goes out of much faster than it goes into. There's another bug. I did another direct to, and rather than going direct from my current position to Mykonos, it just remembered the old path. Man, list of bugs in this thing is long. And easily, a lot of them are fixable. Yeah, I don't know where all that water's going in Lake Mead. They keep trying to reduce the amount of water that they're pulling out of it, and they're having some success, but you keep growing the population of people in a desert, it ain't gonna go well. Oh, heading. They have to start paying people to leave. So let's see how far we gotta go. Not that, this. There it is right there. I get to enjoy the islands. Might have to climb. That looks like possible trouble. Is this live weather? It is. SPAD next does take some frames. It takes about 4 or 5 frames. So I'm getting between really 32 and 38, but mostly 35. No, it's not the 20s. I'll have to look at some photos around here. See what these islands look like. That one looks about deserted. Not quite. Might be some houses around there. Definitely see trails on it. My radios are working. Wait a second, didn't this ever activate? It never activated, and it won't activate. And I can't clear it either. Yeah. Ridiculous. Another bug. Wait, did it lose my direct to? Now what? Now it's back. Okay. So we're going to skirt over this part of the island. My flight director's not on. Ah, flight director. There's 30 peeps around Las Vegas. What do you mean 30 peeps? Are you flying online? Airplane is leaning. I don't even know how to turn online on. Do you see how it looks yet? So I would say Greece is a nice place to visit. I'll probably reposition over to, see, it's just drifting off course. Is this still set? Yes, it's still set. No, it's not set. It's not set. Actually, it actually remembered to disengage this when I um, did the I think we're going to be okay here. I remembered to disengage that when I did the direct again. Actually, no, it shouldn't have done that, now that I think about it. Look at this, that's beautiful. This is really pretty. I don't know what island this is. I'd like to know. How do I find out? Is there an airport? LGNX. Naxos should be right there. It is right there. And that island right there is Paros. You could do a lot of, you know, Cessna 208 flights around here. Just, delivering cargo and stuff for the fun of it. Look at that down there. That is just stunning. I'm gonna go look at Corfu after I get to Mykonos. I might land at Mykonos and then switch or something. Look at that. Holy crap. To get that level of scenery in any other sim would have cost you, minimum of 15 bucks, 20 bucks, on one island. You look around all those Greek islands, then you look, and there's a boatload of them. You know, maybe all those scenery makers will now start just making airports, which is much less costly. But even with that, if they're going to charge 10, 15 bucks per airport, because some of these airports are dead easy. That should be Mykonos right in front of us. So we're cruising at 162, so that would have been a 10-minute flight in the TBM, 15, maybe. And then over to Athens would be another half hour, roughly. Maybe 20 minutes. So, Gene, have you seen Las Vegas? Does it look good? I don't think it's photoreal. I don't think. Los Angeles is, but dear Lord. I need to go back there to Los Angeles. Yeah, Microsoft will be able to make a bunch of DLC if they get this these nav systems fixed. The autopilot. Dark out here. Look at all the friggin' stars. God, that's pretty. Whoa. Wow. I want to see it in the daytime first. But man, you want to just go someplace to take a night flight? Holy cow. An evening flight? Clean your windshield, right? So we'll do a round the island tour of Mykonos and come in and land. And then I want to go take a quick look at, well, actually, I'll just end it here. Let's put it on heading mode. So this is Mykonos. They need to work on these hotels or something, whatever that is. Clearly. They're just blocks. Very weird how they fit that into the land. I didn't think they had any big hotels like that here. This is a flaw. Beautiful place. Yeah, this would be a nice, just relaxing place to fly around. Break out the TBM. So how's it look, Gene? How's it look over there? Reminds me of Fly, that old simulator, Fly 2 or whatever it was. The way the scenery pops like that. Okay, come on. It's beautiful. Cruise ships come in here, I guess. And there's the airport. Aside from that, let's see. Aside from that, I didn't see much because FS decided to crash. Really? After all that. Alright, we're at 15. Oh, we're at 2,000 feet. Let's take it off autopilot. And slow it down. Flaps 1 speed, I believe, is 150. Where is that flap stop? No, actually 119. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got room. Wow, this is pretty. This is gorgeous. Oops. Flaps up. Heat off. Wow. This is free. Holy crap. 787, that would be fun. You know, when the 777 comes out, I'll be getting it. I miss that airplane. But that's probably the only airliner I'll buy. Um, you know, with all these other airplanes, I hope they get these things better. Gosh, that looks like a J41. Look at this. Flippin' freeware. This is beautiful. I need to do some Greek island flying. Holy crap. It's 19C. Beautiful day. Let's just sneak between these two airplanes here. Is that a King Air? Doesn't look like it. Looks like a King Air, but it looks like a weird King Air. It's got square windows. Oh no, no, it's not a King Air. It's a PC-12 maybe. Single engine. Heck. But look at that. Holy cow. Somebody could have a lot of fun putting churches in this sim. Because you know there's some Greek Orthodox places out here somewhere. Park and brake. Icing's off. Flaps are up. Alternator, battery. Ice protect. No avionics switch. Alright, so alt, battery. Well, I guess let's cut the mixture. And let's go outside. That's just, you know, me and this mouse. Alright. Me and this mouse. Yeah, it's come on. Yeah, I need to be flying. I'm going to be doing some flights on the Greek islands, that's for sure. Lord, that is gorgeous. Yeah, it has a T-tail. It was a PC-12. It's just stunning. Really, it is. But I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to explore these maybe one by one. It's a good flight, huh? It's a lot of stuff. Still so much to see. I need to do some Africa flying soon. I'm reading a book about Africa. So, I want to look up some of the places, some of the names in it, and go fly to them. Like I said to someone else, this is more about geography than it is about airplane systems. You know, X-plane is more about airplane systems and some visuals. And yeah, and FS 2020 so far is more about geography because the systems are pretty bad. But the airplanes fly nice, you know. They do fly nice. Landing this airplane, I was a little bit screwy there. I think it was me more than anything, not knowing what my final approach speed is and just taking a wild guess. It seemed okay. All right. Thanks for tagging along. Lucas, when you get a chance, let's do another flight. It's been a while, right? Still want to go from Fort Lauderdale up to Daytona. Got to do it before the next Daytona 500 at least, which is I think in February. Yeah, hasta la vista, Gene.